assholes with opinions.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am the Gonzo Shark, and this is Assholes with Opinions.
What's up, Gonzo? What's up, world? Here to talk some money in the bank.
Yes, sir. Let's move on to, your pick of the litter, the show stealer.
I just thought, I thought that the moves from the start, I thought the moves were going to be cheesy. I didn't think Ronda was going to sell them as good, but man, the powerbomb to Ronda Rousey,
great.
Her head slam on the ground, after she got powerbombed and she slammed her head, she kind of was dazed and she fell out of the ring.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I honestly think she was dazed.
She probably was, because
I think she might have got a concussion.
Maybe.
Because her head slapped and she went to go grab the rope and she totally missed and fell right through. And then when Nia Jax came out and picked her up like a powerbomb, at first I thought she was going to give her another powerbomb on the outside of the ring. But then she picked her up and she came down and she slammed her against the barrier.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was brutal too.
Brutal.
The whole match was awesome, and the way they ended it.
Yeah, it was good. And
I got goosebumps right now just thinking about it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good because, for me, dude, I was so stuck on Natalya because I'm like, they're friends or whatever, so they're gonna set it up so she betrays fucking Ronda Rousey, which I still think they might do that down the road. But because I was so fixated on that, and then Alexa Bliss won the ladder match, the whole thought of anybody cashing in that match kind of just slipped out of my mind, just because I was like, well, I fucking called that wrong or whatever. But then dude, they got me, dude. When Alexa Bliss came in, I'm like, oh shit, dude, they're gonna fucking do it. And the thing that I loved about it, dude, was how Alexa Bliss made sure that she took Ronda Rousey the fuck out before she went after Nia Jax. I like that. I thought that was good. But the only thing with me about it is I'm confused as to where they're trying to go with it. Are they trying to go with Alexa Bliss and Ronda Rousey, or because now it's kind of weird to me.
They're probably gonna lead it to a triple threat match, because even though they do that way too many times, I think, but I think it kind of led up to that, and it was pulled out from left field because we all know the Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss feud. We knew that was going on. And we kind of forgot about it. We kind of put it in the back burner because they haven't really been doing that much. And then Alexa Bliss comes out, and the way the camera was, where you did not even see her, she just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was expecting Ronda to win right there. She had her arm up right there. She's been fighting her whole match to get it. I'm like, Ronda's got it right here. And then all of a sudden, doink. And like you said, it made Alexa Bliss look like such a heel and such a fucking asshole. When she beat the crap out of Ronda, she got in the ring. She seen Ronda move a little bit. She got out of the ring.
Yeah, dude.
Multiple times. And it was smart. She's like, should I cash in now? Nope. I'm going to go boom, boom, boom. Slam him a little bit more. All right, cash it in right now. I honestly think Nia Jax could have got out of her finisher. I think that's the only thing I have a problem with. I think Alexa Bliss should have won by slamming her head with the suitcase a few times, not going up and doing her little what do they call it?
Twisted Bliss.
Twisted Bliss. Yeah, I love that move because she pulls it off great. But I just think for being a force like Nia Jax is, I think a couple head hits with the suitcase would have did it.
Yeah, but
I didn't like how she was hitting her hitting Nia Jax with the suitcase.
No, I didn't like that.
She was swinging at it, take it and hit it over her head with it, pin her, and I loved it, especially when Alexa Bliss was leaving and she was doing her whole this thing.
Yeah.
And she's looking at Nia, and Nia's looking at her, and oh man, that's gonna be sweet. And that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be Jax is gonna call out Alexa Bliss. Ronda Rousey's gonna come out and be pissed at Alexa Bliss. I mean, Nia Jax might get a title shot with Alexa, seeing how she was the champion, and Ronda Rousey could interfere in that match.
Yeah, and I think even though they do the triple threat thing all the time, the way that they booked that so well last night, that coming off of that, they could capitalize on that and do some really cool shit where it's you don't really care that it's a triple threat, because that was just booked so well last night. But who knows what's going to happen?
how wrong were we, Gonzo? Like,
well, I'm on the fence, dude, because I called half of it that somebody was going to cash in and fuck Ronda Rousey over, so that way neither fucking chick would lose, and like technically lose. You know what I mean? But you know, I was just wrong, man. I was hooked on Natalya and Alexa Bliss. Like Alexa Bliss, I overlooked her for this whole thing because she was the champion, dude. She's been in WWE like on the main roster for probably less than 2 years. She's already like a 5-time champion, bro.
She's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Believe me, she's blowing me away, bro. I wish she was blowing me, but you never know, right? You gotta have high hopes.
Yes, sir. But no, I mean that was great. They booked it well, and I hope that they go, you know, in a good direction from here with it.
You know, I'm gonna give the match an A+, just because like I would just give it a solid A. You know, but just because of how much Ronda Rousey impressed me, where I didn't think she was going to be that good and take falls that hard, you know, even her facial expressions and like just, you know, it blew me away. That's why I had to give it an A+, just because I wasn't expecting a match like that.
Yeah, and I can agree with you on that wholeheartedly, 100%, because, yeah, Ronda Rousey fucking blew me away too. She, you know, she's for her experience, she's very good. Like she doesn't have much experience, and she looks awesome in the ring, but you know she improves on those promo skills and shit like that, and you know they give her some solid shit to work with. She could be like fucking so over the moon, it would be unbelievable. So I hope that's what happens.
I agree. Is, you know, just fix up her mic skills, let her get comfortable on the mic a little bit more, and I think she's just gonna make it to the top,
bro. They just have to let her be herself. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember her in UFC, dude? She was talking shit and doing it well in UFC, but because they're handing her a script every week and saying you got to say this exact shit, you know, there's a difference between doing that, acting that out, and fucking acting like yourself. You know, so I wish that they would just let her be herself because she has the skills, but she's not a fucking actress. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's how they need to go about her. You know, maybe they should give her the range of get out there, Ronda, and just do what you feel. You know, say what you feel,
bro. Based on the money alone, like the amount of fucking money that she can bring to them, they should let her do that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Even if they're not, because like Brock Lesnar doesn't talk, but I have and fucking Vince Russo told me that he doesn't even think Paul Heyman has like creative control or any creative control over the shit that he says when he goes out there and cuts those promos with Brock. Like he thinks that is like basically written for him, which I can't disagree with him. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that they book everything else is that way. But Paul Heyman's so good with the mic, even if it is 100% scripted or whatever, he makes it feel fucking real. And so it's like Ronda Rousey doesn't have that skill because she's not a fucking Paul Heyman who's been in wrestling for 40 years or, you know, 35 years or whatever it is. And so let her be herself. That's all you got to do.
Or maybe give her a manager to kind of guide her.
That too. That's the other thing too. And that kind of brings me, it's kind of comes full circle right now for me because I was thinking to myself, put her with Paul Heyman. But Paul Heyman has the fucking super badass fucking Brock Lesnar who dominated in UFC for a little while. He's a fucking killing machine. And then he has the baddest fucking chick on the planet. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense.
You know, that could work, but everybody hates Paul Heyman. I don't think he's going to – I don't know if him and Ronda will – I don't know, man. That's a tough one for me.
Well, Ronda doesn't have to be a face or a heel, though. That's no matter what, dude, she's going to draw money. No matter what.
I feel like you should have somebody – I mean, I can't think of a name right now, but I feel like you should have somebody with a background of MMA maybe – that came to wrestling like she did. Kind of like a Kurt Angle, you know, kind of like, you know, something like
Ken
that.
Shamrock?
Or Ken Shamrock. Imagine that.
Yeah, dude, that would be pretty cool.
That's a good call.
I could get into that all day. I like Ken Shamrock.
So, but you know what I'm saying when I say that?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. And that makes sense, too. Like, it doesn't have to be Paul Heyman. You could definitely, if they pulled something like that out of their hat where they got a Ken Shamrock or they got somebody like that, that could work out well. So we'll see what happens.